a newer, updated
Can you count
version
on one hand how many plays you've been in?
Been in? Oh yeah, I've been in 4.
Oh yeah. I can count to 4.
No, I've been in 4 plays, but I love the theater, so I love working on plays.
What made you love theater? Do your parents love theater?
I don't know. I love the arts.
What made you love the arts? Do your parents love the arts?
Yeah, my mom is an artist, like a painter artist type.
Okay, so creative family. See, look at this bar is like in the way of your face.
This jingle bar. Can we stop the recording?
No. Let's not stop the recording.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
That's fine.
Not a bit.
Just looking at you.
Yeah, but
seeing you loud and clear. Just sit up.
Lean back.
I said, beep, don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away.
I lean back.
That was Terror Squad, Fat Joe.
I think we sounded pretty good there.
You know, Fat Joe's not even really fat anymore. That's he also runs a pyramid scheme.
Did he have to change his name? You love pyramid schemes.
I do love pyramid schemes. They're fascinating.
I really think we should just start one.
I can't start one.
Well, how do you start one? You just you
just find stupid people and then you start it that way.
But you got to make the pyramid. It's not, there's got to be dumber people.
No, because at the end of the day, the money is flowing up to you. And that's it. And you just find, the people at the very top, they have some intelligence, because they put it all together. And then the further down the pyramid, the dumber the people are.
What would you do? What kind of pyramid scheme would you run?
I wouldn't.
I think you would. You love pyramid. You love that people do them, and you love that you've worked for some.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a pyramid scheme. I've worked for scam companies.
What, like a Sphinx scheme?
No, I don't think that exists yet.
I'll be the nose.
I think one of the last things we were talking about last time is how this woman at karaoke told me I had a really good voice, and her husband shot me a look.
Yeah, and then
that was Monday.
En Espanol, yeah.
And or that was last Saturday. We talked about it on Monday, and then right after I went to karaoke, and the owner of the restaurant came up to me. He's like, "Hey, we got a really weird Yelp review."
No.
And I'm like, So.
And it's fully about you?
Well, I was 100% mentioned in it. Here was the review. 1 star.
1.
And then here's the review. I see cockroaches and rats in restaurant. My lady fell in parking lot and very hurt. Smelly ladies room, small and horrible staff. The DJ asked my wife for head. I nearly hit him. Lots of low-class staff. Food is good. 1 star.
Food is good.
Food is good. So I feel like that should be better than 1 star.
If you did do that, I mean, at least you think his wife's attractive.
Right, enough to blow me.
Yeah, enough to just overtly ask her. Also, maybe he's the one that the fluent Spanish speaker, and she's just pretending.
So my original thing was, maybe it was that guy, because remember I left and they were outside yelling at each other.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was that guy anymore. I went to this guy's profile and he wrote other reviews of
all bad.
All bad. Here's another review that he wrote for another Mexican restaurant. Very funny review. Got very sick from this place. Urine all over floors in men's room. Seen lady having sex in parking lot. Very bad. And manager was laughing. He said, does this guy also, his English is terrible. He said does the same also with many girls. I will not bring my family again here. Dirty restrooms, cold food, and rude manager. I am upset on how this place is run.
At least you guys had good food.
That's true.
I don't think he mentioned the restrooms though. But
and then
he said good food.
Here's another one. Love this place, but late night staff sucks. Waited 45 minutes for a glass of water. I've been a loyal customer for 40 years.
Yeah, if you're ordering waters, dude, no one's gonna come bring.
The owner needs to know his bar staff is rude and lazy. Victor, I won't say his last name. Seen men kissing in men's room also. Very disgusted, and place is so nice. And then he leaves his phone number.
I think that he's just clearly lying.
Well,
he's
yeah, he is
exaggerating
totally lying,
a lot of
obviously.
things.
I didn't ask anyone for head.
And then, well, yeah.
I can't even imagine doing that.
Well, no, like he just.
Hey,
so
can I get some head, baby?
To him, to you talking to his wife, to him was like, oh, he's trying something right now.
Well, let's say that this did happen. And just based on this guy's other reviews, he said he's been a loyal customer at this restaurant for 40 plus years, meaning this guy's probably at least in his 50s, maybe 60s.
Does he look like he is?
No. They're not the same person. That's what I thought at first. That's who it was. This is just some guy who's leaving a bad review. I don't know. It wasn't that woman's husband.
Oh, I'm the whole time thinking that it was her husband.
No. At first I thought it was, but the spelling and grammar was so bad. I'm like, there's no way.
Well, maybe she used his account because,
Why would she write a negative review?
Well, maybe he
oh
thought
my God,
maybe
Tom,
he thought you
just
were both.
shut up.
Maybe he
got
thought you were
no idea what's
maybe he
going
thought you
on.
were both or maybe he thought that you would think, I don't know.
Yeah, just
I'm trying to give benefit of the doubt.
Can we strike that from the record? Everything that Tom
buddy,
just said.
I'll strike you.
I'm removing.
I will
Tom's audio.
strike you.
Yeah, Anthony's gonna remove the audio for your sake.
No, it's funny that you brought up reviews because the thing. Remember, I texted you this week. I was like, I'm going to bring this up. I just found out about it, and I guarantee you know.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you.
Tom
heard about
texted
it.
me. He's like, "Oh, I bet you've heard about this." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "I'm not going to tell you."
I'm not going to tell you
All
to it.
right.
No, I mean, it's hilarious, and it's like something in your wheelhouse that I think that
What's my wheelhouse?
I don't know.
what's Justin's
Well,
wheelhouse?
this is something that
Anthony, you sound super quiet, by the way.
this is
Super
something.
quiet? Okay.
This is something that's one of them. I don't know if you've heard about Haribo gummy candy reviews on Amazon. Have you heard about that?
The sugar-free ones?
Sugar-free, yeah.
Yeah. Anthony and I, we're both very well embedded in internet culture.
We're deep in it.
I mean, I was 100%. I just learned about this, and I was reading an article, and they're like, they're not as bad as Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, but like, then I was like, oh, well, how could these reviews possibly be bad? They're gummy bears, you know.
Were the reviews bad, or are they just funny?
They're written.
I mean, they're hilarious. I bet like I bet the first one was probably legit-ish, maybe, and then people just like went to town. Mm-hmm. And it's a 5-pound bag, so like people also like were funny about that.
Let's hear one.
Okay, so here I'll give you the funniest one, like, and the first one.
Don't tell me that you wrote it.
No, I only get sugar heavy Haribos.
You know, these are written as like a joke, right? Half
mean,
these
I
people
didn't-
buy the bag.
I didn't know this until
Like there's just
That automatically takes away from the hilarity of it, for me personally, because it's written as a joke.
you've been conned.
Yeah, you've been had.
I mean, it's funny that people I'm trying to find one that's not like a month and a half long.
Well, you just told me that you're going to read the funniest one, and now I see you scrolling. Have you?
They're
at least pre-read?
they're so long.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, I was unaware of these reviews before consuming Satan's Little Death Bears. After reading that these little jewels were made in Austria, I imagine a rogue Nazi chemical weapon scientist escaped to Austria after the war and set up shop, making unsuspecting masses after their defeat. I mean, this is clearly a fake one.
I mean, and they all are. And
But I read them and
it makes me think, who's the type of person to like sit down and write paragraphs? Just be like, "Ooh, I hope people find this comical on Amazon.com."
See, I think the first guy was legit, but I think he was also.
Oh no, yeah,
he was also being funny.
There was one sincere person who actually bought it and had a rough time. And, well, we should let everyone
Because
know who isn't in the know.
They're hard to digest, right?
Yeah, they have an artificial sweetener in them, and it causes your intestines to basically go to war.
I love artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
What are you, a Splenda guy?
No, aspartame.
Oh, you're getting cancer, Alzheimer's.
He's doing the hard stuff.
Yeah, you sound like my mom.
I mean, that's wait. So
There's no link between the two.
So there's. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I've read that there is. But I love
Just
Diet
say the
Coke.
first part. I'm not a scientist. That's all.
I'm not a hashtag scientist.
Are you still looking for reviews?
I'm trying to find.
Just give up on that.
I'm trying to find that one.
Don't find it.
But you know what are we gonna do?
Don't find it. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, great segment you had prepped there, Tom.
Yeah.
It wasn't Brad.
I got
okay,
this
but
really
I knew
funny review.
I knew you
Hold on.
jabronis were gonna hear about it.
Let me give you 10 minutes to find it.
And a callback to last week.
You got to stop with the callbacks.
Well, whatever. So listen to last week's. So
Unless you're updating something like I did with my karaoke.
Yeah.
thing.
So Navy, when we were talking about the OK sign, they were doing the under the belt punch in the arm thing.
Yeah.
Like people in the student section, whatever. They had the FBI investigate if it was racist or not. Turns out it just wasn't. They were just like people doing the OK.
What else is the
punching.
FBI gonna do?
But they're done impeaching, so.
I don't think the FBI.
I don't think you know how
impeaches.
impeachment works.
Let's
Well,
move
hey.
on, because right now we are not in Tom's wheelhouse. Tom's wheelhouse would be college football, and
Yeah. Oh, college football. Done.
and Broadway plays.
Hit me.
No, because that's not my wheelhouse. I can't contribute anything to that at all. I was following a taxi on the way here. Who gets taxis anymore?
Nobody.
Like,
how?
are they just too stubborn to make the switch to Uber or Lyft?
I mean, I think if you get one passenger, you probably make
$80.
You probably make as much as.
Yeah, I'm just going 2 blocks. Yep, $44. Meters running right now.
Oh yeah, from LAX.
And you go, all right.
From LAX when I lived in Hollywood with Kendall. Or no, the same apartment that I lived with Kendall.
Don't expose people.
Oh, Kendall's my guy. But no, so when I lived in that apartment from LAX, it cost. It was
$52.
100. Well, no, it was 90. It was $92 or something like that.
That is a joke.
And I literally, I almost started crying at the end.
When was the last time you cried?
That guy got 0 tip. Last time you're gonna make fun, but whatever. When I left Chicago, I just felt like this is like last New Year's. So I'm coming up for a cry soon.
When you left home?
So, yeah, when I was home, when I was leaving. I hate when people leave me, and I hate when I leave people that I want to be around.
Interesting.
Yeah. Never cried when I left you.
Me? I hope not.
Yeah, not yet.
You better not.
Yeah. Huh, but was that like a happy cry, or is that?
No,
like
it was happy in the sense of I love these people, but
Right.
sad in the sense
you have to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sweet.
It
You're a
was an
sweet guy.
It was an
huh?
upsetting cry. I don't like to cry, and it's embarrassing every time I feel it coming. I'm like, no, don't do it.
I used to never cry when I was, a real man. But now, if I feel like I'm going to cry during a movie, I just let it happen. I'll just cry. And it feels
Dude,
okay.
A cry
It feels
during
good.
a movie. I don't know. What's your last movie cry?
I watched Schindler's List a couple months ago.
That'll do it.
I cried during that, dude. At the end, you've seen it, I'm
Yes.
guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at the very end, for people who haven't seen it, because this movie was made in 92. So the Holocaust survivors, it had been 50 years. And so the people that survived that were still alive were at the end of the movie, with the actors that portrayed them. And that was just really heavy. Wow, these people went through all that. But
Yeah,
who
that's
knows?
pretty
That
good.
movie could be Jewish propaganda for all I know. What's the director? Spielberg? Interesting.
That's
Maybe
a
I
little
should-
sus.
Yeah. Let's look into that.
Oh, he's the best though. I just
Spielberg.
read an article that he was his biggest movie he directed is Jurassic Park, obviously.
Yeah.
I think Schindler's List was 3 or 4, something like that.
You ever see War of the Worlds?
Great movie.
That was a really
Brad
good movie.
Pitt?
Nope. Tom
Cruise? Yeah, Tom Cruise. Yeah.
That was a really good movie.
What about Day After Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Very underrated.
Saw it in
Very
theaters.
underseen.
In Hamilton, Ohio, I saw it in theaters when I was on vacation seeing my
It's a
great grandma.
It's a fun movie. Is she still around?
No, she's long dead now.
How old was she?
I think we talked about this before. She was 99. She died a month before she turned 100.
Wow, what a quitter.
I know. So
Sorry to be insensitive, but
no, I mean
you got to stick it out that 1 month.
I agree.
Come on.
She didn't do it. I said, Grandma, if you love me, which she saw me twice a year. I don't think she even really knew me. If you love me, you'll stay alive to 100. And she didn't do it.
Where was she from?
Where was she from?
Yeah,
Peoria.
Peoria. Okay, born and raised in Peoria and still lived there. Then when
No,
there,
she was in Hamilton, Ohio.
For how long? Give me her life story. I'm wondering about her life story.
I don't really know her life story that much. You know, she told me a bunch of things. She told me that, I mean, when I say me, you know, I mean like my parents and my grandma. She told us that we were related to Betsy Ross, inventor of the American flag design.
All right.
She said that we were related to former President Franklin Pierce, who is regarded as one of the worst presidents of all time. Which is, when I looked up Franklin Pierce like a couple years ago, he is directly related to Barbara Bush. So that means that I would be somehow related to George Bush.
Yeah.
HW and the son and the whole family.
And regular W.
Yeah, and Jeb.
And Jeb.
You know what Jeb stands for, right?
I was just going to say, well, I don't know.
John Ellis Bush.
Oh, that's way cooler.
J-E-B.
That's way cooler than
It's kind of like Job from Arrested Development.
Gob.
George Oscar Bluth. A magician called Gob.
Gob. Oh, he's so funny.
That's the greatest comedy of all time. Look, okay, let me clarify these statements.
Yeah, please.
Arrested Development is the best comedy show of all time. The first 3 seasons. The funniest comedy of all time. Now, I'm saying it, so this is objective. It's not subjective. These are just facts. The funniest TV show of all time is Strangers with Candy.
It is funny.
That's the funniest show of all
really
time.
Funny.
If you guys are like Strangers with Candy, I want to check that out. Good luck.
It's on Amazon, I think. Yeah, no.
Is it really? I don't know. I downloaded
Is it
it.
not?
I've had it on my computer for years. It stars. Oh my God, what can't I think of her name right now?
Amy Poehler?
No, but yes,
Amy
Sedaris.
Sedaris.
Amy Sedaris. She's hilarious. If you don't know who Amy Sedaris is, she's
Greg
the voice
Halloran.
of Princess Carolyn in
BoJack
Horseman. Yeah. It stars Stephen Colbert.
Oh, yeah.
I guess those are the 2 recognizable people on it.
Greg Holloman is.
He's not recognizable.
No, yeah, not at all. But he's.
But
If
so
you know,
Greg,
like,
Greg
the
Holloman
stage game.
is an actor, and he's black, and he plays the principal in the show, and his name is Principal Blackman. And the main
so
character, Jerry, her mom frequently refers to him as Principal Black Man. And it's just, the show was way ahead of its time, and it got canceled. But like, if it were made nowadays, there's no way it would ever air because it's the most un-PC show of all time.
It was ahead of its time, but like not too far ahead.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
if
It came out in like 1999. It should have came out in 2003,
Yeah.
and then it would have been accepted. But that is
It's
the funniest show.
It's such a funny show. It's so good.
I remember one of the first few times, I think, hanging out with you. This was in your PB&J days.
Oh, yeah.
Where we would just chill in your living room and watch Strangers with Candy on your laptop for hours.
Yeah.
Let's hear more about these PB&J days. What does that even mean?
I'll tell you. So when I moved out here, I went out like, you know, every night because I had roommates. You know, I was single. I was like, let's just go have fun. And I would spend a ton of money at bars. And I didn't have a job. So after, I basically spent all my money within the first 6 months. So it got to a point to where my monthly food budget was like $12. And I was buying bread, water, peanut butter and jelly, and American cheese and ramen. And like, that's it. Okay. And I lost like 20 pounds in a month from that. And I was real ill. I was so weak. But
zero real like protein
right
into your body.
And so like I would eat a grilled cheese, and then like at night I would eat ramen, which so I was also eating like 800 calories a day. It was terrible. I was real ill, and then I got a job at T-Mobile, so it all worked out.
Right. Then you could get upgraded.
Those were the lean days. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Lesson. I mean, you learned, and you got to watch Strangers with. You had a.
I mean, that was also like when I stopped drinking, though, because I was so over going out and drinking all the time, and then I was so poor that I like couldn't even afford to drink, and then now I just, I if I had to say how many drinks do I have a month, it would be like less than one, because I never drink anymore.
Yeah, I know. Pretty boring.
Yeah.
Pretty boring to hang out with. I'm gonna be honest.
No, like I'm really fun to hang out with because
Only if you
I,
go
look,
to if
buddy,
you go
I
to
don't need
his
alcohol to party.
if you go only if you go to his apartment though.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I don't like to leave my place.
But it is fun. We went to Cheesecake Factory that one time. I got food poisoning from a club sandwich.
We saw Hereditary, and then we got
that
Cheesecake
was a
Factory.
disturbing movie. I didn't really like the end that much, but the rest of the movie was great.
That was really good. It's probably on my top 10 movies of the decade.
Top 10 of the decade.
Probably. I don't know, dude. I feel like I was thinking we should do like a list, whoa, best movie of the decade.
Yeah, I would have to
worst movie of the decade.
I would have to look that up.
But I don't want you to do any research. I
Worst
just want you to
movie?
go off the top of your head.
Okay, worst movie of the decade. I mean, I don't know what number, but on the list is definitely Rogue One. One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll drink to that.
It's
I'll pick any Star Wars
that's
movie.
your, that's
I
your
haven't
half
seen
a
them.
drink a month.
Yeah.
No, Rogue One. So they come out with these movies, like they come out with the main movie, with the main storyline, and then like it's kind of every like 2 years. So in the off year, they just come out with some guy just wrote a script and they're like, oh, let's call it Star Wars, and this is going to be our off year moneymaker. So it has nothing to do with the main story at all. And it was just garbage. The best part was when everyone died in the end. Yeah, spoiler. Right?
Spoiler.
Don't watch it.
Hell yeah.
The best part was because you knew that the movie couldn't be a movie. You knew it was going to end because everyone died. It
Yeah.
was the best.
Well, isn't another one coming out?
Okay, but yeah, this
Now?
one is part of the real storyline, so it's gonna be.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So like in the off years, they like it's just a cash.
I hope
it's just
everyone
a
dies in that
cash
one
grab.
too.
No way. I mean,
I
I
think
guess
so.
every new movie, every
Someone's got to die.
every story. Oh, someone big's gonna die for sure.
Who do you think it is? I don't even know the characters. Yoda, is he still around?
Oh, he's been dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Baby Yoda's back.
Shut up.
The Return of Skywalker, right? Is that what it's
I have
called
no
right
idea
there?
what it's called. I don't watch any of those movies.
Or no, The Rise of Skywalker. It's called. And yeah, no, I actually have no idea. I don't know who would die. Maybe Luke.
He's gonna die for sure.
He died in the last one.
Okay. he's
Yeah, but
already
like
dead.
I think he's gonna be back though.
I think it's gonna be Adam Driver.
It wasn't like a die. He like just kind of disappeared.
Adam Driver's in that movie.
It was
right?
like it was like in whatever. I'm gonna spoil every movie. It was
Go
like
ahead.
it was like an Endgame when he snaps
Oh, didn't see it.
and everyone just disappears. That's like kind of how he died.
You know what movie I did see? Forrest Gump.
Good flick.
Laughs like a box of chocolates.
Tom Hanks is just great.
Tom Hanks is probably the best actor of the decade.
Movie star.
Best Tom Hanks movie on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Da
Forrest
Vinci
Gump.
Code.
Da Vinci
I'm
Code.
kidding. I never saw it.
It was a good movie.
Or
I
the
mean,
one where
it's
he's stuck
interesting.
in the airport. I hated that movie. Terminal.
Terminal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a bad, but it wasn't bad.
It was boring.
Da Vinci Code is pretty boring.
Although I love hearing him do accents. Then I'm like, what is this stupid accent he's got going on?
Oh, Toy Story. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. Has anyone ever? It'd be funny if someone won an Oscar for like an animated movie.
They have best animated movie.
I know, but what if someone won the Oscar?
I think
Tom
Toy-
Hanks as Woody in Toy Story.
Best
That would
actor.
piss people off. Yeah, best actor. Tom
Yeah,
Hanks in
Oscar's
Toy
so
Story.
white.
Oscar's so white.
It's got to be an old white man, right?
Better be.
Yeah.
If you want me to pay attention.
He was. I mean, he's the man. Burbs. The Burbs is even a great movie.
That's old T. Hanks.
What's your favorite Nicolas Cage?
No,
A lot of people hate him, and honestly,
he's a good actor.
His movies are just
because he
jams.
goes all out in like every role. Probably Raising Arizona.
So
or
good.
I love The First National Treasure.
Also
That movie
so good.
it has no business being as good as it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Nicolas Cage, he's got like some connotation, like everybody's got to like not like Nicolas Cage, but every movie he's in is just a jam.
Yeah. It's just it's fun. Like
They're all fun.
I like him.
Snake Eyes, great
because
movie.
he came from a famous family, and then he didn't like use his family's
his
name.
real name Nicholas Coppola?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coppola, Francis
His,
Ford Coppola.
his
yeah.
last name isn't Cage.
Right,
Yeah.
Sophia Coppola. I mean, he comes from a very famous family, cousins with
That's
the,
his
the
uncle.
Schwartzmans.
No, his
Jason
uncle is Francis
Schwartzman.
Ford Coppola.
That's his. All right, who's his dad?
I don't know. Joey Coppola.
Joe Coppola.
Yeah, I mean, that works.
It does.
Do you know who Francis Ford Coppola's kid really is? Like, should be more famous than she is. And okay, yeah, it's a chick. Give you a hint.
No, I don't know.
Adrian from Rocky.
Yeah, I was trying to think of her name. What's her name?
I can't.
Oh, Talia Shire.
Talia Shire. That's Francis Ford Coppola's daughter.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then
I just pretended like I
cousins
didn't.
with. Why didn't you say? Oh, because you don't want to be wrong. In
Yeah.
case you were wrong.
Well, I didn't want to forget her name, but I knew it was her. Yeah, like I said, it's a huge family, very famous family, and he
All
took
'cause of
the
Francis
hard
Ford.
road. Yeah, FFC.
Yeah. Con Air, also a great movie.
Yeah, Face Off.
That's so good.
They're just fun movies.
You just like leaving Las Vegas. Didn't he win for that? An Oscar for that?
Yeah, that movie was something.
It was something.
Elizabeth
Honestly,
Shue?
that's not even close to my favorite.
Maroon. She was hot.
Good.
That's what I'm saying. But I haven't seen any Nicolas Cage movie, I think, since National Treasure.
What about National Treasure 2?
Didn't see it.
It wasn't horrible.
Return of the Constitution.
The Constitution strikes back.
Yeah. National Treasure 2. We're at it again. Just like the worst title for a sequel. National Treasure 2. Oops, we did it again. I like that one, actually.
That's really
Oops,
funny.
We did it again. That should be
Britney
the
Spears.
title
It's got to be
of Britney Spears documentary.
Well, no, it's got to be.
That would be good.
It's got to follow Britney Spears for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Nicolas Cage will not agree to a $1 million.
You ever?
deal, so.
I mean, recently.
Yeah, she does a lot of
within the last,
workouts
6
and
months.
stuff.
Well, it said that she's being like held captive.
Oh no, she's out now. Now she's like doing like annoying workouts and like, look at how good I can work. Like, and I don't know why I follow. I don't know why I even see these, but they always just
why.
pop up. Well, I love Britney. Remember when she was? I remember when that first album came out. She was just the most smoking hot chick I'd ever seen.
She was
in my
like
life.
16. You perv.
Okay, I was like 10.
Pedo.
Pedo-acidosis.
But yeah, she was smoking.
Oh,
hot.
she was so smoking.
Who was your first crush? Did we talk about this before?
Pink Branger Kimberly.
That was my first crush too.
No way.
Yes.
My cousin Danny, I had like a playing card. I was so young. I had a playing card, and I was like, I loved it, and because she was so hot.
Okay. No, I'll finish the
And
story. Then
my
I'll say.
cousin Danny, he got mad at me for some reason, and he took it and he ripped it and he threw it over the fence, like by the train tracks.
Danny,
I was
jerk
so
store.
mad. Yeah, right. The jerk store called.
So funny that they had like playing cards. But so yeah, she was my first crush as well. Also, it's on Netflix, and I like put it on. I was right. She's smoking hot. But so one time at my brother's birthday party, maybe his like 4th birthday party, my cousin, who's a couple years older than me, and I were like, we had the playing cards, and there was a phone number on it, and we called the phone number, and 20 minutes later, the cops showed up at my place when I was like 4.
What?
Yes, it was so weird, and yeah, that was it. We're like, oh, nothing happened. We called this number, and
Was the number 911?
no, it was like maybe it was like a non-emergency number or something,
311?
or for whatever reason, like maybe it got directed there. That was just so bizarre. And geez, I wonder if my parents remember that.
Maybe it was like an abuse hotline for children, and they like put it on cards so kids would only have it. I don't know.
What if I
Wait, that's a clever idea, though, Tony.
that is a clever
That's a
idea.
really good idea.
I wonder if my parents remember that. Because there was something else that happened to me. I don't remember what it was now. But I asked my parents about it, and they're like, well, I have no memory of that. Like, I got to ask my dad this. When I was really young, we were driving home from, I don't know, somewhere. I was probably 5. And there was a car accident, and my dad got out of the car and went to the woman who was in the car accident because like her door was jammed, and he like got the door open and like took the kid out from the back seat, and then when he came back to the car there was like blood on his shirt. I wonder if he remembers that, because that's the thing that you would remember, right?
Yeah. I mean,
But like that happened and no one ever spoke of it again. I wonder if he remembers that.
I mean, it absolutely does. He'll be like, oh, yeah, that one time. Like,
Yeah,
But I mean,
don't know.
there's no way he forgot it.
I don't know. He doesn't have the best memory.
I'm trying to find this article that a couple days ago. Funny about the Power Rangers. Like 7 of them are just murderers. One of the Power Rangers murdered one of the Power Rangers murdered his roommate with a samurai sword.
Okay, cool.
Not like the original, not our Power Rangers. Actually, Tommy he was like speaking at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
This maybe like last year.
He has kind of a criminal record.
No, he didn't do anything.
One of them that plays like the White Ranger or something, or
that's Tommy.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
He was white
him.
and green.
Right.
He was at Comic-Con. He was just on stage, and the police find this guy like waiting backstage. He had like 7 guns in his backpack and knives, and I don't remember the reason, but he wanted to kill a Power Ranger, and Tommy was the coolest. So he was waiting to kill Tommy,
And he didn't do it.
No, he got real caught.
The original Yellow Ranger, which
Trina,
Trini,
yeah.
Rip. She died in a car crash when she was real young. Is that racist that they made her the Yellow Ranger since she's Asian?
Is it racist that she died in a car crash?
Yeah. Tom, that was the funniest thing that you've said probably in your life. That was absolutely hilarious.
I mean,
but another fun Power Ranger fact, the Blue Ranger, Billy. So on the show, his last name is Cranston, and that was after Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle. I forget what sort of connection Bryan Cranston had with the show.
Oh, Billy, the Blue Ranger.
Yeah.
Nerd guy, glasses.
Yes, the nerd, because he had glasses.
Yeah.
But he was named after Bryan Cranston.
Such a cool. I liked Billy a lot.
I was always a Jason guy myself.
Same.
Oh, you gotta love Jason.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Mastodon?
No. Jason didn't have a mastodon. He had a T-Rex.
No, he was Tyrannosaurus. Who was Mastodon? Oh, Billy was.
No.
Who was the first one?
The Black Ranger. had a
Zach?
mastodon.
Zach.
The Black Ranger.
Yeah, also racist. Wow.
He didn't die in a car crash.
No, he's still alive and well. His actor had a bit part on The Shield, which is one of the best TV shows of all time as well. If you got time, there's 7 seasons of The Shield starring Michael Chiklis.
I watched the first season of that like a while ago.
Dude, the first episode hooks you immediately.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it was. You should honestly, if you want to watch the rest, I'll watch them with you because I've watched it 3 times myself, and there's no way Anna will want to rewatch it with me. So I'll rewatch it with you because so let me give you a little teaser. The very first episode. It's about this like LA police like drug team. You know, they're on the streets, they're dealing with the drug dealers, all the other stuff, and the head of like the police chief there, he knows that they're corrupt because they make deals with the drug dealers themselves. Yes, you can sell your drugs, I get a cut of that, blah, blah, blah. Because that's probably how it works. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, so he plants this guy on their team to, like, investigate them. This is the first episode. And Vic, the leader, Michael Chiklis, suspects something's up with him right away. So at the end of the episode, they, like, go on this raid together, and they kill the guy. They killed the other cop. In the very first episode, they shoot him in the head. And that is literally like a plot point throughout the entire 7 seasons. It's so good. Every episode is like balls to the wall. Great guest actors. Forrest Whitaker's in a season, great actor. Glenn Close is in a season, great actor. I can't recommend the show more. Like on my show, listen, I have impeccable taste. I put this slightly above Breaking Bad.
Damn.
And probably only because it has, like, Breaking Bad was perfect from beginning to end in those 5 seasons, but so is The Shield, and that has 2 extra seasons. That has 7 seasons. The greatest show of all time is Sopranos. That's number 1.
I was just going to ask you about that.
I just finished a second rewatch, yeah. It's the greatest show of all time because it does comedy and it does, like, serious, like, drama so well.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, comedy, I think Seinfeld's the best, but it's hard to do both.
It is hard.
It's hard to keep a balance.
So
I've never watched.
And I can't, like, if I'm ranking all my favorite shows, I have to have a separate list for comedy, and I have to have a separate list for not comedy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you can't compare the two.
Cannot.
Comedy is Seinfeld, absolutely. Arrested Development, Strangers with Candy, Malcolm in the Middle, Scrubs. You ever watch Scrubs?
I can't stand that show. I really didn't like that show at all.
How many times have you seen it? How many episodes?
Every time I watch, I'm just so annoyed. But is that Zach Braff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the first 5 episodes I watched, I was like, I don't think I like it. But I stuck with it.
It's like Letterkenny.
It's like one of those shows that really grows on you. And looking back, I don't know why I didn't like it right away. Maybe I found Zach Braff annoying.
He's such an annoying guy.
But the whole show is very good from start.
Yeah, I've watched a couple. Really didn't like it.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I put that show in the category of like Reno 911, which is
Reno 911 is a very funny show, though.
I knew you would say that.
How can you not like Reno?
Because they're so
911?
fake. It's like not even close to being like a realistic like.
It's not
a
supposed
farce.
to be realistic.
I know. I don't want to. I don't want to watch cops with short shorts. Like be funny and cops, but like not like fake cops. You know.
You've never seen like Naked Gun or fucking like?
Okay, but that's different. That's also way funnier than any
Or
episode
Airplane?
of Reno 911. Everything with Leslie Nielsen I've seen.
Scary Movie 4.
Was he in that?
Yeah, he was with Charlie Sheen. Actually, I liked that movie. I liked most of the scary movies.
Yeah, I
The
did
first
too.
3 were solid for
Anthony
sure.
Anderson, also in The Shield. Very good. Serious role.
Jamie Kennedy in Scream. Not really that funny in life.
But Scream, the first Scream,
That was a terrifying movie.
very good movie.
So like, I feel like it gets made fun of because of Scary Movie.
Right.
Because
Well, yeah,
because
that was like the biggest thing, and they're parodying. That
yeah,
out,
I think
yeah.
it still gets like people are like, oh, Scream, like, oh, is it like a fun, like that's got bad, but no, it's like a scary movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Those old '90s scary movies were so like, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Freddie Prinze, shout out to the king.
FPJ.
Would love to have you on the pod.
He's not the king yet.
I say that funny because he also records his podcast here. And I've been telling Anthony, Anthony,
Yeah.
get him on this podcast and let him take us
Absolutely. Hey.
to like the bottom of the charts.
Hey,
let us
Freddie.
get charted with
Freddie,
Freddie.
if you want to just stay late one day at
Yeah.
the studio, like we'll meet you. Like
He was here literally hours ago.
Would love to talk to him about Sarah Michelle Gellar. I got a lot of questions,
SMG
all very personal questions I cannot ask on the pod.
in front of him.
Yeah, I can't ask. I have a lot of questions about your wife, but actually, I would. Is there any possibility of that ever happening? 1 to 10. 1 being never.
I'd say like a 3.
No, it's going to be
I'll
a
take my
10 because we're
chances.
going to have. I mean, this pod's blowing up, so
No, it's not.
not yet.
This pod has had a slow, but steady increase.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Keep telling your friends about us, right?
Slow and steady wins the race. I don't know if you ever heard that. Well, you haven't heard of
We're in it
House
to
of
win
Cookie,
it.
but
This is episode 9. I feel
Zac
like I'm doing this for
Efron.
like
Love
2
to have you on the
years.
pod.
Zac Efron.
In it to win it.
I like. I don't know. Is that a movie of his?
It's like one of the main songs in High School Musical.
Never saw it. I'm not. Let's just say I'm a heterosexual male.
I have a little sister that you'd have to.
I have a little sister as well. Never saw it.
Well, you're a bully brother.
No. A bully brother because I didn't watch High School Musical.
Yeah, you gotta watch all
bully.
you gotta watch all the shows.
No, I don't. I don't think I have to watch all the shows.
You don't have to, but
Okay, thank you.
but also they're fun to watch.
I doubt it.
Hannah Montana, great show.
Never saw it.
You're a goddamn liar.
I know. I swear to God, I've never seen a single.
Wait, how old's your
episode.
sister though? Is she my sister's? Is Caroline's
She's
age?
5 years younger than me.
Oh, so she is. Yeah, she's Caroline's age.
But you're
23?
Yeah, she's born in '96.
Oh yeah, 496. Caroline's 96.
Yeah, never watched it.
Mean brother.
No, not me. I mean, I watched that was just past my time, I watched Lizzie McGuire. I watched Phil of the Future, Even Stevens, That's So
Phil
Raven.
the Future. What happened to that guy?
I don't know. He was handsome, though. I always thought he was handsome.
All those, all those. Like there's a few of those that I'm like, whatever happened to these people?
I don't know. I
Is it
wonder how much
Raven
money
on-
you get paid as a child actor.
So I have a little insider info.
From who?
So for Disney shows, it initially worked out The first show and only show to have residuals is That's So Raven.
Because they did so many episodes.
Yeah, they did a lot of episodes, but yeah, they were the first and last because Disney realized, oh, we're gonna have to pay these people forever.
Wait,
Well,
Disney
it was before
residuals?
that too. Disney had a thing where I don't think you could do more than X amount of episodes. That's why shows like Lizzie McGuire and Even Stevens, which were before That So Raven, were capped at a certain amount of episodes, even though they were performing well. Then That So Raven came on, and that was like a massive hit, so they let them keep going.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that their breakdown is works, because every time a show ends, like a new generation show like starts that a kid grows up with. Like Lizzie McGuire, I remember ended like when we were pretty done watching Disney Channel.
Right, yeah, it was good when you have those shows on for like 3-4 seasons because you're getting
Yeah.
someone who's like 10 to 13 or
And then
11, 14,
we were done.
Yeah,
Did you watch the Lizzie McGuire movie?
yeah.
Great movie.
I don't really remember that much. I know that she goes to like Italy or something, and
Yeah.
she meets her doppelganger.
Yeah, and Paolo is the worst.
I don't remember. any
Well, her
part.
doppelganger is like a
I
famous.
do remember that Miss Swan is in it, aka Alex Borstein.
She is in it. Yeah.
And what can I say? I'm a big fan of Miss Swan.
Okay. One thing
He
that
look like a man.
One thing that he look like a man. One thing that really bothered me about Liz McGuire is that Ethan Kraft was like a gross looking guy.
I don't think he was
tall.
gross looking.
He was like awkwardly handsome, I guess.
Funny you say that. I gotta stop using that phrase. You used it earlier. This girl that I used to work with made a movie, and I went to the screening, and he was in it, and he did not turn up.
Ethan Kraft was in it?
He didn't turn into like a handsome adult.
Yeah, because he's like a kind of a goony looking guy.
I always thought her rival on the show, I forget her name, but like the blonde girl, I thought she was hot.
Oh, I'll never remember.
I don't remember her name either.
Yeah, I thought she was hot too.
But yeah, I don't ever remember thinking that Lizzie herself was hot.
What was her friend's name? Like Marissa or
Miranda.
Miranda.
I didn't think she was hot either.
Me either. She had like the purple hair, like
She was like the quirky friend.
yeah.
And then you got the lame nerd friend, Adam. Wait, no,
Poor
what's his
guy.
name? Gordo.
Gordo.
His real name is Adam.
Poor Gordo. He just lived life like he's like one day. And
Oh yeah, he was like weirdly into Lizzie, like too much.
and she had no idea.
How could you be a girl
and not know that?
Right, and
How
not
do you
know
not
that?
know?
She knows. She
He's
has
just
to
a
know.
great friend.
Right. You're one of the good guys, Gordo. And then he's
And then he grew
at
up,
home
he invented-
furiously beating off to
he
pictures of her that he took
He
stealthily.
invented Tinder and Grinder,
Tinder and Grinder.
both. Well, Grinder came first for Gordo.
Was that the first?
Grinder was first, and then Tinder. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like Grindr was probably around for a long time before. I mean, I don't know. When did Tinder come out?
Like 2000.
2010,
ago?
2011 or
No,
something?
it was like 2012, I think, around there. Late 2012 or
I feel like it's later than that. I feel like Grinder came out.
No, it's definitely like, because I was on it in 2012.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unsuccessfully, but when I took a road trip like out here, and me and my friends got on it just to party, and none of us.
Did not work.
It did not work out.
Tinder was launched in September 12th, 2012.
2012.
Wow.
I went on my road trip. Oh yeah, no. What? I went on a road trip August 2012.
So you were on Grinder.
No.
It might have been the nationwide launch, but because you were in LA, it was.
Well, I was one of the first places we stopped was Colorado, and I was on it there too. Now I gotta look it up to see maybe if
It could have just been major cities or something, because they did that for
maybe.
Uber at first. Because it was only.
Oh, yeah.
I was Ubering before most.
Yeah, in Chicago they had Uber before.
What were you guys into before it became huge? Like for me, one of the things I can think of is the song "Every Time We Touch" by Cascada. There's this girl that I was on my bus and she played it for me, and then 3 months later it just blew up. And I'm like, oh, I knew the song before everyone else did.
Oh yeah, well, Fun, the band Fun.
Oh yeah,
But I randomly discovered them.
yeah.
Had to go to their concert.
Oops. Anthony, anything?
I think I was one of the first Uber. I was doing Uber before there were X's or
You were
anything.
Ubering? You were a driver?
No. I was
Well,
using it.
Yeah, I mean, when I moved out here, Uber was not a thing in Illinois
Yeah.
at all.
In Chicago it was.
No, it wasn't.
For sure it was. I had Uber like maybe like a year and a half before like the world had it. Like I remember thinking, I was like, oh, this Uber thing is whatever, I'll try it out. That was, I don't know, I want to say 15 maybe? 13 now.
Yeah, I was Ubering in 2012.
Yeah,
It
that's a long
launched in
time ago.
2011 in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so great. How are cabs even? Like you said, like how you even
How are they a thing?
exist?
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
Like how do you exist?
All right, here's pics from my road trip. Oh, I was here in August 2013.
Yeah.
So yeah, 11 months after the launch of Tindario. Oh, that was a good road trip, dude. Fun
It
times.
still didn't work out for you though.
And look, I posted a picture from Lizzie McGuire movie. And I just said, hey, now this is what dreams are made of. Got 8 likes. So,
Hey
I was
now.
kind of
Hey
killing it
now.
on Instagram back then. I was on Instagram super early as well. And then I didn't use it for like 2 years until everyone else started using it.
So was I, and I didn't realize that it was going to be big. Mm-hmm. Like to me, it was like a more of like wasn't Instagram at first like it just like you would take a picture on your phone and it would like just change a filter.
It was a filter.
Yeah, it wasn't
basically
like
a glorified. I mean, that's what it is now. Is a glorified photo album.
Yeah, but it wasn't a social media thing.
No.
really.
No, there was no.
It was just like
real-
a photo filter thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember my girlfriend at the time made me sign up, and looking back, I should have just wrote my name was Tom Kelly, but I didn't. I put my email address, like my email, which has numbers, and like I could probably get that still today, which I'm pretty upset about. Like I actually could have got my name, which would have been great. And I was also
Yeah,
early.
I wish I could have just got Justin. That's it.
That would have
Yeah.
been nice.
The Justin.
No, not even just Justin.
Yeah.
I bet they had
Instead of
somebody
the official
that.
Lisa Kudrow.
I mean, that's also pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't want funny.
Even though you don't watch Friends and have never watched.
when I was in school, I was like the class clown, and then I think starting ninth grade, I'm like, you know what? I'm done being the class clown. I'm done being the guy that makes people laugh. And like the first 3 days, I was just like serious, wasn't cracking any jokes, but it just like I hated not being the guy to say things like that. And so
I mean, sometimes that's just how you are. You can't change.
that
who
was
you
my
are.
destiny, being a clown for the people.
Yeah.
The people everyone laugh at. The Joker.
When was it? When
The
did
Jester.
When did clowns
The magician.
go from funny to just terrifying?
Always.
No, there was a day. Like,
No, always. No,
They
always.
definitely
People
existed.
have always
Bozo
been like,
was
people
on
are-
TV for
children
years.
are
Yeah.
afraid of clowns.
Bozo is, if you just look at Bozo, like watch Bozo with the sound off. It's like a fucking horror film.
But also,
My cousin Annie was
it,
on Bozo Buckets. She
It
won
came
Bozo.
out
She
forever
won.
ago, and that made people afraid of clowns. As long as we've been alive, people have been afraid
See,
of
I
clowns.
feel like it's Gacy,
no,
Not at all.
not at all.
right? No, I mean, clowns were.
I would argue that
yeah, the face paint's
the
weird,
vast
right?
majority of people don't know that John Wayne Gacy like dressed up as a clown for parties.
I think people know that.
I don't think no. I don't
People
think they do.
that know about murders. I guess I don't know.
I'm saying we know that because we're
People that know
we're from
of
Illinois.
people that know of Gacy. John Wayne Gacy is like one of the biggest serial killers ever.
I know, and there's no movies. There's one movie on him.
Yeah, called Gacy.
Yeah, and it stars the guy from Pee Wee Herman, Francis, not Pee Wee Herman, Francis.
What's his name? Carol. No, Carol. No, his
No,
last name's
he-
Carol. No.
He's got a 3 name. He's one of the 3 named actors.
It's something Carol.
No,
John
you're
something
thinking
Carol.
of John Carroll Lynch, and it was not him.
Yes. Oh, he played Gacy in our show.
What do you mean your show?
I mean, well, I mean, I guess people are gonna know now. I can't say it.
I have
aloud.
no idea what you're talking about.
Anyway, yeah, I am thinking of John Carroll Lynch.
You play Gacy on your show. Oh, I know what you're saying. Isn't he
Yeah.
in all those shows as well?
He's in a couple seasons,
Yeah.
not all of them, but yeah.
Anthony, you're looking up who played Gacy?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
I believe his name is Mark. And he's in a great Tim and Eric sketch.
Mark Holton.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
It's not 3 names.
Wait, Tim and Eric
Yeah.
is that the one with the last text sent video? No.
No, that was you don't know what? You don't know Tim and Eric? Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job.
No. I mean,
Yes,
I know
you do.
I've heard of the show. I don't know.
You 100% know it.
Tom, you've got to be fucking with us at this point.
Yeah.
I'm
But
Tim and
pretty sure
Eric,
we've
no.
watched it together.
we
at
have.
Justin's house.
We have. But the show that you're thinking of is The Ben Show. which was
Hilarious
a
show.
Hilarious
Canceled
show.
way too early.
Yeah, after one
I
season.
mean, he was pretty rough. He was pretty.
Yeah. But I've looked for it online too, and like you just can't find it. I would love to get it. And now he's famous as a country singer under a different name.
No way.
Yes, he makes like funny country songs. And
Oh, that's hilarious. He's so funny. The last
yeah.
text sent and the football coach were like
Those are great, and you can find those on YouTube. So.
absolute the Ben show. Yeah, it
Yeah,
got
Ben
canceled.
Hoffman.
It got canceled like immediately.
Now he goes by, Wheeler Walker Jr.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Absolutely. My cousin Danny.
Yeah,
We were just talking about. He sent me a song by this guy,
yeah, that's him.
and it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
Like,
very
It's
funny.
about living in Beverly Hills, but like being a hillbilly.
Yeah, he's good. That's a smart man right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they
Ben
should.
Show was really funny. That was also on the same time as John Benjamin Has a Van, which was also a funny show that got canceled after one season. Nathan Fielder was on it.
Are those all Comedy Central?
Yeah.
Comedy Central. Does Disney own them? Probably. I bet they don't. But
I don't know.
they
I don't
cancel.
think
But
so.
they cancel a lot of funny things, like Dave Chappelle. For
And yet
instance.
Tosh.0 is still on. Well, Dave Chappelle, I mean, he walked away from his own show. It's not like Comedy Central canceled him. And then,
Well, it was like kind of like a, we're not gonna sign you again, and then he just like disappeared. He's the funniest guy. His face is funny. Like if you just stand
the
on
whole thing with
stage-
Dave Chappelle is they gave him, like $45 million.
Comedy Central did.
Yes, and he walked away from it because he just didn't want to do the show anymore. He got,
Because they were like limiting. They're like, you can't do this. Like they were like telling him what he could and couldn't do, and he's like, they didn't like the
Tom,
black white supremacists.
I gotta say, I think you're way off base on that.
They didn't like the black white supremacists.
That's literally the first episode, so that's
I know
not
they
true.
hated that. They did not want to air that.
Find
There's a lot of-
some credible info on that.
There's a lot of
because I think you're
backlash.
wrong.
There's a lot of backlash.
I
on
remember Chappelle saying that the thing that really made him not want to do it anymore was when this Pixie sketch that he had, where he had like stereotypes of white people, black people, whatever. And when he was watching it back, people were laughing really hard at the black Pixie one, and he remembers that he felt like they were laughing at him. They weren't actually laughing at like the context of it. So he was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And it's a shame because that really was so funny.
I mean, he's just a hilarious guy.
Yeah, but I don't ever remember hearing that they didn't like the supremacist one. That's so funny. That's hilarious. That's the very first episode.
And it's one of the funniest ones.
He divorces his wife after 40 years of marriage.
That's Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah,
that's
Clayton
one. That's one. I'm not gonna read it. Like I will find it and send it to you. But no, they did not like it, and he was like,
So that was him,
okay.
and then the other guy was Neil Brennan, who's a comic.
He's fun. I do like Neil Brennan.
Did you watch his stand-up thing, 3 Mics, on Netflix?
Oh no, I've seen him.
It's not bad, but I feel like we're in a weird spot where all of these comedians like do stand-up specials, and half of it is like serious.
Well, because you can't make fun of anything anymore.
No, it's just
Okay, like if I don't know who, like if like Bill Burr made the joke about is it racist that she died in a car crash?
yeah.
Bill Burr would be cancel cultured.
No, I
No.
feel like Bill Burr.
But
the really famous ones
he's
can't
good at-
make those
He's good at
jokes.
screaming at people.
He's one of the few people that are kind of impervious to that
Right.
stuff because that's his style. He's just
Right.
He's good at screwing
If
people,
you're famous enough, you can still make whatever joke you want. It's now the up and comers that have to be careful with what they say.
Yeah, which
And they don't even have to be careful. You can still say whatever you want, but then you have to be prepared to face whatever backlash you get, which I don't think a lot of people are.
How? Wait, so I just heard about, like, this is not backlashy, but about comedians. I just found out about the whole Joe Rogan and what's his name, Carlos Mencia thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just found out about it. Joe Rogan is the man.
Did you watch the videos?
I did.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's the man.
Tom, did you just get the internet?
Right, because this
No,
is like
I mean,
2005.
I don't know. I didn't really. I mean, how would I didn't know? Why would I know? I don't know.
Well, think about
No
it.
one
Where's
ever told
Carlos
me.
Mencia been? Or should we say Ned
Well, I know. I
Holmes?
was actually trying to look him up, and
That
he
was
is
his
like,
real name, right? Ned
his
Holmes.
name is Ned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Rogan rails him for that. That was like at the Comedy Store, I think,
that
too.
was, and it got, I guess he was like banned or something for a year, or for more than a year.
Yeah, for stealing jokes.
No, Rogan.
Oh,
did.
Rogan for fighting him.
Yeah.
Well, he's back there.
Yeah. Well,
I just saw him.
I actually just looked up. I was trying to find Carlos Mencia because he had that show that was like always blasted in your face. Every ad, every commercial.
That show could never air now. His whole thing. "Du-du-du." Oh my God! Do that now on television, and you will be canceled for sure.
Yep, legit.
And rightfully so. He was making fun of the mentally handicapped. Like, that was his thing. And everyone was doing it all across the world, inner schools, in our schools. I just sound like I said inner
schools?
Yeah.
Like,
in inner city schools. But yeah, I never liked his show.
Oh, it was awful.
It was really
it on
bad.
TBS? I don't
No, it's
think
on
No,
Comedy
it was
Central.
on Comedy
Was it
Central.
Comedy Central?
Yeah.
They played it after Chappelle's show, I want to say.
Yeah, they did.
And I was like, I would always change the channel. I was
Yeah.
like, this is, I watched
Really?
the first episode because they hyped it so much.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, wait, this is garbage comedy.
Literally every commercial. I remember every commercial being Mind of Mencia and him being like, I'm Carlos. Like, he would, like, his annoying voice.
Yeah.
Like, how old were we when that came out? Like,
That's probably, it's like 2004.
yeah. So
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we were, because it was after Chappelle's show, and that stopped. I think in 2004.
I wonder what he does now.
He probably still does stand up. Just
He's an
keeps a low
account-
profile.
He's an accountant.
No, he made so much money.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I think the show they said it was 4 years he had.
first air date
Mind of Mencia.
of Mind of Mencia was 2005.
Okay, 2005. Yeah, I was 14.
And then the last one was 09?
No, it was
Yeah.
not on for that long.
I think it was 4 years.
14-year-old us knew it was a garbage show.
Right.
Like, think about that. 14-year-olds didn't find your
We're
comedy
like, dude, Carlos Mencia sucks. Dane Cook rules.
funny. Exactly.
Apparently, he also got he got like kind of ousted a little bit. Not as bad as Mencia, but
For what?
for joke stealing.
I feel bad for Dane Cook. His brother stole like all of his money.
Oh yeah, right. I don't
But
know
then-
how.
but-
I don't
but
even know
then
how
again,
that worked.
he's also
out,
like
though.
50 and dating like a 19-year-old, which is a
Alright.
little bit weird.
No, he's killing it.
That's Tom's dream.
That's Dane.
Yeah,
that's
that is
Dane.
Tom's
That's,
dream.
Tom's
that's
end
Dane
game.
killing it.
But
No, I don't want my brother to steal all my money. But hey,
yeah, his brother was like his, money guy, and he stole money from him for
I'll say.
years.
he did a good job.
Well, how shitty
What's
is
it-
that?
what's
though?
it- is it
Your
the-
own family member.
What's his name? Shane Cook.
Blaine Cook.
Dane Cook Jr.
His brother and his son.
Yeah. Just like, all right, well, I did like the name Dane. How about we give our second kid Dane as well? Dane Cook Jr.
Like George Foreman.
Yeah. All the Georges.
And there's like 10 of them. There's
Georgettes.
like 10 of them.
Yeah, there's too many. There's another good businessman with that grill.
That's a good grill, though.
I mean, it's just a panini press. You just slap
No,
his
you just
name
grill a
on it.
burger. It takes like 2 seconds to grill, but you don't have to like get out charcoal. Like
You're not grilling any burgers on the Foreman. You're ordering from Saddle Ranch.
no, me personally, yeah. Well, I don't have a George Foreman grill, but if I did, they're easy to use. Settle.
I had one. The worst part about those things is,
The
cleaning
cleaning
up.
it?
Exactly. Which,
Cleaning it does
look,
suck.
I don't want to spend more than 2 minutes cleaning anything up. That's why I microwave every meal I have.
Eggs.
Yeah.
You microwave the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a really easy way to cook. Like
So
make
it is.
scrambled eggs. You just put them in the microwave for a little bit.
Yep.
Mix
How
it
are they
up, put it
scrambled
back in.
eggs? Do you mix them up after they
It
come
takes
out
like
of
a
the microwave?
minute to do.
So here's what you
Yeah,
do.
well, yeah.
Basically 2 eggs per minute. My dad taught me this trick. So yeah, 2 eggs in a bowl, you mix it up, season it, microwave for 1 minute. About 30 seconds through, I open it up, mix it up a little bit again, slam the door shut, and I slam it shut. And then I, go for the other 30 seconds, and then it's done. You mix them up, you throw it in a tortilla, put some salsa, some cheese.
You got a breakfast burrito.
You got a breakfast burrito right there. Microwaved eggs. It's good, people. That should be the slogan for it.
Does it look weird when it comes out? Like,
No, it looks like... I'll make you some microwaved eggs.
don't tell me they're microwave though.
I won't. And you'll be like, oh yeah, these are pretty good.
Yeah.
Microwaved.
Guess what they came out of? Yeah. I don't know why it's weird, but I feel like it's just weird to microwave eggs, and I don't know why. For no
Because
reason.
it's also... if you make them on the stovetop as well, it's quick. It's just less cleanup
Yeah.
in the microwave. And it tastes the exact same.
Yeah, I mean,
Egg
I would
exact
imagine. Egg exact same.
Got
I
it.
would imagine.
I would imagine.
What's your favorite breakfast food? Breakfast burrito?
I don't eat breakfast, so I don't know. I guess pancakes.
Do you eat when I don't eat breakfast, not like when I'm here, but when I go home, like.
I don't eat breakfast then either.
Really?
Yeah. I don't get hungry till like 3.
Okay. I don't know how to
Stumped
come
him
back.
on that.
I just watched Tom's brain
You did.
cease to work.
I was gonna
He's
ask,
like, "Wait,
does
what?"
does your like the rest of your family wake up early?
I mean, my mom's up like every day at 5 in the morning.
And she's not cooking breakfast.
She is for herself.
Oh, what does she eat?
I don't know. She's changed a lot over the years. I don't really know anymore. She was always like big into pancakes and milk, but now she doesn't really drink milk anymore. And
Oh, my mom is a full vegan.
yeah, my mom's changed a lot with her food.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now I really don't know what she eats. She eats like an apple, and that's it.
Apples are good.
Apples are good. Honeycrisps is where it's at.
Honeycrisps are good.
That's the only acceptable answer. Grey Poupon. Granny Smith.
Granny Smith, yeah.
I don't really... I mean, I do like the green apples. I like red better, though.
Red are more.
Anthony, I bet you like green better because they're sour.
I do like green apples, but my favorite apple is the Pink Lady.
Oh, yeah?
Pink
Those are good,
Lady,
too.
very tart, but good flavor profile. Yeah, because sometimes the green apples, they're a little too tough and like way too sour. There's
Welcome back to the Apple Podcast.
Yeah, they are tough though. I do know you.
We should do a whole segment on just reviewing apples.
I'm
People
in.
would absolutely hate that.
Well, that'll be in the fall.
It's just us chewing apples really close to the microphone.
Oh, yeah. This one's pretty good.
So eggnog, do you like eggnog?
I can do one sip.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not like
Otherwise, I'm like, ugh.
Really? Like non-alcoholic.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Really?
Even the name's gross. Why put egg in the title? Just call it Nog.
Because they just
Nog Champa.
Nog, I think, does work better, but
You know what's the worst smelling store of all time? Take a guess. I just said Nog Champa. What's the worst smelling store of all time?
I don't know. Subway.
Funky Monkey.
It's a store. I don't know about
Wait,
this
that was a
place.
store, right?
It was like a Spencer's Gifts
Dude,
kind of.
it would.
Yeah.
Oh, the second I would walk in, I would get an instant headache.
You know what, Justin? I think Funky Monkey was like a one-off. I don't know if that was all over.
I don't even know. I've never
really?
even heard of
That
this
might have
place.
just been in Spring Hill Mall or something.
We had one also on Randall Road next to the old Hollywood Video.
It's probably a
Funky
small
Monkey
chain.
wasn't nationwide. This is blowing my dang head.
I've never heard of Funky Monkey.
I knew exactly what you were talking about.
I know Spencer's, obviously. And I remember the gun where like just shoots air was pretty cool.
Oh, the air gun. Yeah, very sick.
That's how they brought people.
It was,
I remember that's how
Funky
they brought
Monkey
people
was
in.
like a hippie store, I thought. You know, like at the doorway, it would have like those beads that you have to walk through.
Yeah, but they also had like that giant plastic hand chair,
Yeah.
and yeah,
this.
and I feel like they had a gorilla in like Rasta dreads or something. There was like some sort of
They definitely had a
mascot.
Bob Marley poster in there. And a lot of hemp things. I can't even find it on the internet.
Funky Monkey. It's because it's
Go-
monkey with MUNKY.
Oh,
Funky
yeah.
Monkey clothing, jewelry, accessories, gifts. Lake in the Hills, Illinois.
.net.
Wait.
.net.
It was-
Only Lake in the Hills came up?
Yeah, dude. It was not nationwide.
Oh my God.
I too am shocked.
This is literally blowing my mind. I thought it was like a nationwide thing.
It wasn't even an Illinois-wide thing.
Right, it was just a Lake in the Hills thing?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're listening to the podcast and you know Funky Monkey.
And you owned it?
Oh, yeah, here it is, Funky Monkey, shopfunkymonkey.com. They have a blog, our story, perfect. I want to read their story real quick. I know we're running a little bit past time here. Anthony, what time you got to leave?
After this, we got to wrap it up.
Okay.
If I know what you mean.
This is our last podcast of the year. So while this website loads, Tom, what was your favorite celebrity death of the decade? Mine's Paul Walker.
Of the decade?
Yeah.
Aye.
Rip Paul.
Your favorite? You liked that he died?
Yeah.
I mean, they're still coming out with more Fast and Furious movies.
I know.
But you thought, wow, that's wrong. Okay, read your story. I'll think about it.
No, it's still loading. The internet here is not the greatest.
Oh, yeah. And your phone is from 1991.
I do need to get a new phone.
He's got the car phone from Dumb and Dumber.
Quit ignoring the question. What's your favorite celebrity
I'm
death?
actually trying. My favorite.
Yeah. And you can't say Bin Laden. I need an entertainment person. Oof. My knees are so bad.
Can it be a favorite like somebody that I like who died, or?
Wow, Funky Monkey was just...
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Interesting. Okay. Well,
Okay. So I'll go with it's somebody I like that who died, but Bill Paxton, love the guy.
that was your favorite celebrity death, huh?
I mean,
BP.
yeah, Carrie Fisher.
Who was your least favorite celebrity death? Who was the most hated death?
Most hated death.
Yeah. You're like,
Other
no,
than,
they died. Like that.
Other than Bin Laden, huh?
No. You have to be
Oh,
upset
I'd be
of their
mad
death.
that they died. Oh, I was upset that Bill Paxton died.
I wasn't upset that Paul Walker died, is what I'm saying.
So someone that you're happy about who died?
I mean, I'm not happy the guy's dead, but I wasn't like gonna shed a tear.
Okay.
He was driving like a moron, and like a 35 miles. He was like 90.
He
to
wasn't
35.
even driving. He was passenging.
He was passenging.
Yeah.
Well, you reap what you sow, Paul. Too fast, too furious. Rip.
I know it is ironic, right?
So my most hated celebrity death, probably Robert Williams.
Yeah, that's mine too. By a mile.
Robin?
Yeah.
Do you mean?
I just love calling him Robert. I don't know why. Robert Williams, rip.
All right,
To
say
Mrs.
it. We all know
Doubtfire.
you're gonna say it.
I wasn't going to say it. Gotcha. All right, pick a death, and then we got to go.
Somebody died right before him too, right? No,
I don't know. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
alive.
Oh, yeah. I can't get over this Funky Monkey thing.
Yeah, that blew my mind. I'm
I'm
never
gonna
going to
go
be
with
the same.
Tyler Skaggs,
Tyler Skaggs. Okay.
pitcher, Anaheim Angels.
Pretty random, but all right.
Hey, I mean,
I'll take it.
He's I can't think of people that died that I'm like.
So now that this is the last podcast airing of the year.
That's a wrap on the year. Hey,
That's a wrap on the year. Thank you guys for listening these past couple months.
yeah,
We love you. All I want for Christmas is you to keep listening and spread the good word
and your 5 stars.
from Justin to Kelly to your friends, your family, your loved ones, your enemies, really anybody.
A good Christmas gift would be just spreading the love of the show.
Hey, Mom and Dad, for Christmas this year, I'm going to tell you to listen to this podcast.
Here's my gift to you. Listen to this.
No monetary value, but you know what? You're
Yeah.
going to have a barrel of laughs. So anyway, season's greetings, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa.
Is it Happy Kwanzaa or just?
Now is not the time to be racist.
No.
Shout out to all my Rosh Hashanahs out there, and keep on rocking in the free world.
Love you guys. Follow us on we're on Instagram. We're at FJ2KPod on Instagram and on Twitter, and FJ2KPod on Gmail. Hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up on gmail.com. Thank you so much for
I don't
listening.
know. Hey, what if somebody doesn't want it public?
Shut up, Tom.
Love you guys.
Love you, Tom.
Bye.
Bye.